Battlestate Games is going to be making some sneaky changes, and I do mean literally sneaky when it comes to the plans that they have with patch 14. Night gameplay has always been the peak of Tarkov for me, and I'm sure I'm not alone, so those of you out there who share the same thoughts will be glad to hear that things will be getting more spicy after the sun goes down, again with patch 14. Before we get into the details though, I did want to ask that if you like what I do here, please leave a like, sub for more, and maybe tell a friend. I really appreciate it. Just going down the list from the roadmap that we got the other day, which if you guys haven't heard the details about that, check the video in the description. First up, we do have sound updates that are coming with patch 13.05, along with the obvious flashlight and laser bug being fixed. That alone is going to open up night gameplay again. Just in case you guys weren't aware, there is a flashlight and laser bug right now where even if you have it turned off, it will still shine, so best not to bring flashlights and lasers in night raids right now unless you unequip them. And to be clear, you won't be able to see this. This is a third-person bug. So to you, it's going to look like they're turned off, but they're not. Also, with the same sense of sight being diminished, sound becomes even more important, so fixing the current issues with sound and improving the systems in place is a major plus. The sound design will need more work, especially depending on location, but with patch 14 we're going to see a lot of updates to that as well as the new features. Speaking of those new features, we have the armor plate and hitbox change, which is important, new recoil system, sight brightness adjustments, a new 9x39 weapon with the 9A91, helmet attachment mounting, and of course suppressor durability, sound variations, and functional subsonic ammunition. Several of these fit together quite well with a fantastic boost to all things small and quiet. What I mean by that is pistols, submachine guns, and subsonic ammo focused weapons all of course have some significant flaws in-game right now where body armor overperforms and subsonic ammo is too loud. The new armor hitbox system will bring new life to all weapons, but especially the small guys out there and subsonic ammo. That's because small caliber and subsonic ammo will find ways to get through to the torso and the important vital parts of the body when the targets aren't fully protected, and quiet ammo will actually be quiet. Sticking a suppressor on a pistol, submachine gun, or using any integrally suppressed weapon will be much more effective. That includes the 9A91, which will be one of the new pews on the block with 9x39, which of course has a load of subsonic rounds to choose from. The new recoil changes should allow these subsonic munitions to not kick as hard, because they're not going to kick as hard, they shouldn't kick as hard, and allow us to stay on target much easier, teamed up with the sight brightness adjustment, finally allowing us to use the optic that we want at night instead of choosing something just based off of the reticle or the crosshair's brightness. Something even sneakier is the addition of flashlights that you're supposed to be able to add to your helmets. I actually DM'd Nikita to ask him if this includes IR, infrared light, and strobes, and he confirmed that it does. So we will be able to add all types of light attachments to our helmets and even strobes to help with identification. Obviously, you'll need to be careful of others out there with NVGs too, so be careful with that. All things considered though, as long as you guys are very aware of where your teammates are, it's pretty much a HUD. You're going to know exactly where they are if you're going to be in a comfortable environment for using strobes. All of that gameplay is of course being played out with suppressed weapons, which will now have durability to watch out for, so something else to pay attention to on top of weapon durability, which suppressors also degrade faster. When there's pros, there's got to be cons to this stuff. So in patch 14, it will be Splinter Cell and Sneaky Squirrel open season, as very few people will be able to take a hit from a well-placed high flesh damage subsonic round to the torso that they won't be able to hear. Granted, you aren't right next to them because subsonic rounds aren't actually completely silent, although they are extremely quiet, but you guys know what I mean. And surprisingly, none of that really happens too often right now. Night gameplay is kind of bad, at least compared to what's going to be coming in patch 14, it absolutely is. Personally, I'm going to be rolling suppressed submachine guns and pistols, maybe even shotguns, as many raids as I possibly can, because the gameplay around them will actually work. It's going to be really cool. But let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to go Sneaky Squirrel, or are you afraid of the dark? We're still waiting on any news when it comes to not only patch 14, but the debatably more important patch 13.05 and 13.1 ahead of it. As always, I will let you guys know more as soon as I do. Something to help with that is follow me on Twitter or joining the Discord, both linked below. If you like this video, hit the button, sub for more, and check out my other channels for other games right here. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.